Well, hello everyone all across the globe. It's Sony Audio presents Yarra Music Talkies, and as you know, it's the only one show which is all about music scene in Melbourne. So here I'm bringing you the very first episode with some really catchy hip-hop vibes. I've got a really talented producer and a rapper, a good friend of mine, Boolos.
Yeah.
How are you, man?
Good, man. How are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Thanks
it's
for
been
having
long,
me.
though.
Thanks,
No
man.
worries,
Yeah.
bro.
It has
Thanks
been.
for coming, man.
Man, my pleasure, man, to be on the show, to be especially on the first episode, man. Thank you so much. It's an honor.
Okay, so as you know, the main theme of this podcast series is all about the musicians based here in Melbourne. And guys, Boolos has been in the underground scene for a long time here. He's contributing a lot to this scene, and yeah, it's just amazing, and you really need to check him out for sure. And as I said that, bro, do you wanna tell audience where they can easily find you most of the times performing? Because I know you perform a lot.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I've been off performing for about a month now, but I'm getting back into it in the next couple of months because I'll be releasing my album. It's called The Rise of the Funk, and it's gonna have like above 10 songs. Some of them are instrumental, some of them are fully written songs and recorded and all that. So this will be released in a couple of months, no exact date yet. Just getting the artwork done, getting everything done to make sure that it's ready to be released. So if you want to be updated, man, just go to my Instagram, boolos.music, or you can find me on Facebook, Paul Seda. You can find me through Instagram, through Facebook anyway. But yeah, you can find it there, man. All the updates will be on there, all the song releases and everything, as well as all the songs, there's gonna be a couple of singles that I'm gonna release before the album drops. So yeah, everything's happening in those couple of months, man.
Cool. So alright guys, go follow him because you really need to check this out. And yeah, as you know, we need to support our artists here. And yeah, so Boolos, bro, like I wanna know, what was your inspiration for hip-hop? Like, was there a very specific age and time when you thought, okay, this is what I wanna do with my life, and I'm
Right, good question, man.
You know?
Good question. I think like I was very young when I first listened to hip hop, even though the English not my first language. So I listened to that type of music and I fell in love with it straight away, even though I didn't know what they said, what the genre meant. Even like I don't know anything about the hip hop culture or whatever of that nature, but I fell in love with it, and I just decided. I was a kid, I didn't know like what decisions I was making, but I obviously now I did take the decision back then and said I'm just gonna get to a point where I'm gonna make songs like that and just put them out. So I started practicing, writing a lot and stuff like that, and then my friends around me, they're the ones who pushed me to actually continue. They were like, oh man, you might have potential, you might be good, keep going. And I was like, man, he might be right. So I kept writing and I kept doing all that. And I did it for a while, man. I did it, I'm still doing it, but I did it like for 5-6 years without me even knowing. I was just going crazy on it. And I learned the English language through me practicing writing raps. And
there's some real dedication right here, guys. Like, English not being your first language, it's not my first language either.
Yeah.
So I know how hard it is. I know if the guys who speak English right since they are born, they might not be able to relate to it, but yeah, like
that's right.
It's really hard when you actually gotta think about songs and everything, like especially when you rap, maybe I'll say.
That's right. Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, it's a dedication, like you said. It's just a lot of persistency. I'm at it. I'm always like going at it and always doing it.
I don't know. No, I'm not a songwriter, to be honest, but I still feel like hip hop, basically, it takes a lot of dedication. It just comes from your inner self. Most likely, it's not just about like the other genres where you just write up something.
Yeah.
Although they've got feelings as well, but rap is all about lyrics, basically.
That's right.
Lyrics and beat.
Exactly.
It's not just about those melodies
The
and hooks.
music, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. It's the story.
It's
Yeah.
whatever you're saying on the beat, and if the beat is good, if it's a good beat, it's when you add your rap to it, it makes it what it is. Like if you know how to add the bars to the beat, right? The same on the same notes, on the same chords, the tonality and all that. So yeah.
And what do you think about the Melbourne's hip hop scene, basically?
Man, I think we can do better. That's what I think, to be honest. I think America is way ahead of us. They support artists, and they are willing to spend money and take risks because they support artists. But I don't see much of that here. I don't think people are willing to discover new types of music or new sounds. They just want someone to perform, but they're not willing to spend thousands or on him. Like that's what I think. That's what I feel in Melbourne. They like live music more than anything that's not live, like digital or whatever it is.
Yeah, Melbourne is a live music city, as
It
said.
is a live music, yeah.
But still, like, what do you think, like, as compared to what it was before until now throughout the journey?
I think they're doing a great job on that side. Like, that way, it's amazing how like Melbourne's obviously in the top cities of the music in the whole world. So I do understand that, like, they have a very strong music scene. But so hip hop is where I get a bit like I feel like there's not enough support for hip hop. I feel like there's a lot of support for other stuff, but no.
And what do you think was the main influence of Australian hip hop in general? Like, it's got a lot of jazz and blues influence as well. And so, do you think that we need some like real hip hop here? That's basically not quite
we need
normal in the scene at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. You need something that's like that is not familiar. You need to put out something that people won't expect or won't be like, oh, I've heard that before. But that's what I aim for. I'd rather put out something that's like, oh wow, what is this? And I wanna listen to the whole song, or I wanna know the artist. Like, this is what I try to go for. Like, that's how I try to make the music. I try to make it like stand out from the rest, and I always try not to sound like others. Like, I don't wanna sound like like the scene or like whoever. I don't want people to be like if they're skipping through their phone and my song comes up, I want them to stay on it and not keep shuffling. I want it that special.
And especially you don't want it to be like, oh, this dude sounds like blah blah.
Like that's right. They compare you. They're like, oh, he sounds like him, or he sounds like it's good maybe to sound like if someone said that I got a bit of flow for like Rakim. This is a compliment for me, but it's different if I got Rakim's whole style. If I'm rapping
Obviously
like Rakim, then that's very bad. Or if I'm rapping like Drake, or if I'm rapping like Migos, if I'm sounding like them, then what's the difference? I gotta make something special, man.
Yeah, well, I've heard Boolos before, and if you've heard him before, you probably know he's got his own style, he's got his own music taste, and it's just amazing. And if you're someone who hasn't checked him out yet, well, you need to do it right now.
Boolos music, man. Boolos music.
Exactly, you're missing it. You're really missing legit good stuff.
And, thanks, man.
Well, he's just in Melbourne as well, so if you're an artist, you want to collab with him, he's always open to collab with others. And I know he's been supporting a lot of artists along where he performs. So
absolutely, man.
Yeah. So do you want to throw some words or something?
Yeah, of course.
Just for these guys, so
Yeah, absolutely, man. Let's drop some real shit. Yeah. Yeah, man, check it out, man. Yarra talkies, let's go. I'm like wind through rain, I found ease through pain. You gain peace, I'm hanging on these beats, obtaining melodies, remaining into these domain strategies, portraying lyrics whenever my enemies betraying. I'll be staying on the streets, surveying them in these remedies convey to a peaceful stage, and I'll keep the heat of these beats replaying. I'm trying to keep it kinda unique, I'm sure that there's no kind of drama you need, cause I can go in too deep and I'ma bring what you need in this life and time. And it's a right of mine not to live life so blind. You must know how I act right now, you can't find me climbing and I won't back down until finally I'm forever grinding. Skills get up out of me, feels everyone's proud of me, God is the only God in me. Never forget the rough, I'm always climbing up. I never have enough until I have the stuff that I am asking, until it's in my basket. Tough things that'll happen, must be that I'm asking much, but I never have enough until I ask it, interact with it and then surpass it. I hope I'm fast enough to complete the task, for I'm zipped up in a plastic bag, gotta make it last. But I wanna make it first. For everything that I fasten, I lay it in the verse. It was never about making the cash. This one will place you in the dirt, plays you in the hurt. You will face, stays in you, and I search for what repays you. Then you start escaping from this earth, thinking you didn't get what you were thinking you deserve. Who do you trust when life plays you? You ran out of luck, and then you're gonna start counting your days too. Nothing will amaze you, everyone betrays you, hates you, misplace you to whoever you have to stay true to. Now everybody wanna claim that they knew who. Yeah.
Sick, bro, sick.
Yeah, man.
That's Boolos music right here, guys. And if you wanna hear more of his music, well, you know where to go.
You know where to find me, man.
Exactly.
Boolos music.
Cool. And also, I actually wanted to ask you about your name, Boolos. Like,
Boolos,
what was
man.
the inspiration and how it came up?
The name, man, comes from the origins of the name comes from Polos. It's Pol in Latin.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I read it. I saw it online. I was like, Polos. So, and I translated it to my name, but in Arabic, and it was Boolos, but that's in Arabic. So I kind of like wrote it in English, so it ended up being as like Boolos. So yeah, man, it means my name. So that's
it's really unique and cool.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, what are the main venues where guys can easily find you performing if they wanna meet and greet?
There is the venue called Grumpy's in Fitzroy. This venue, man, has been there for like 7 years or something. Unfortunately, it's closing down soon, and they used to do every like there was a hip hop night every Wednesday, and there was all that. It's closing down. If it's not Grumpy's anymore, it's gonna be either there's the Night Cat in Fitzroy. I think it's Collingwood. There's also the Laundry Bar. There's also Bar Uso in Brunswick. This is one pub that I'm gonna be performing at in the future.
Cool. Yeah, like I've been to Horse Bazaar before. And
Yeah, Horse Bazaar too.
Yeah, then I went there and it was just like there's no any more hip hop.
That's right. They moved
nights
it.
there.
They moved it to Grumpy's, and now Grumpy's has closed down. So,
well, guys, so you see, we actually need your support right here. And if you are a hip hop artist yourself as well, you gotta get in touch with Boolos and the other guys, and you gotta keep the scene going,
Yeah, man,
because
absolutely.
we need it.
Absolutely, man. Hit us up, bro. We work together working together. Teamwork makes a dream work. Let's do this.
Exactly. And you know where to find him. I don't have to say it again. So, yeah.
You know what it is, man.
But still, once more, it's
Boolos, man.
all right. Cool. Signing out. Yarra Music Talkies with Boolos right here. And
man, thanks for having me on the show, man.
No worries,
It's
man.
a pleasure, man. This is definitely, this will definitely spark an idea in someone's head, man, and it will at least do something in part of like changing the world. So I hope this is part of it, man.
yeah, I hope it just inspires someone to
That's right.
just go on.
That's right,
And
man. Exactly.
That's what it is. You just gotta do it.
Yarra Music Talkies. Follow him, Mr. Sahil, man.
Sony Audio.